when a white cop kills a black young man, we marching, we rioting. But when an innocent kid is killed, or when a popular artist like a Mo3 is killed by another black man, we don't march. And that shit really stuck with me, because people like to argue on Say Cheese that black on black violence isn't a thing.
I bet if you go talk to all the mothers who children and sons was killed by another black man, they would say otherwise. If you go to prison and you look at all the black men in prison that's in prison for violent crimes that's projected against other black people, but they're not violent toward the Mexicans. They're not violent toward the white people. So when you go to the schoolhouses and you look in the cafeterias at the schools from elementary to middle school and high school, you don't see blacks fighting whites. You hardly see whites fighting whites. It's black on black, right? So when I walk out of my doors as a black man born in America, as an American black man, when I walk out of my doors, my greatest threat is another black man who look like me. It's not a police officer who's gung-ho. It's not a racist police officer. It's not the Klansman. I gotta first survive amongst the niggas and the black folks around me. Man, it's sad that we tore up the country for George Floyd, right? We didn't have the backstory to who George Floyd was. All we had was a nigga that was being killed by the police, and we became outraged, and we said, we're not taking this no more. And then all of a sudden, we killing each other like never before. Like George Floyd, death never had an impact on us.
So it's a contradiction.
It was a major contradiction. And it gives us, it gives the black race a black eye, you know, in our fight, in our struggles. When we cry, we're being oppressed.
You know, every time a black person kills a black person, white people sit up and it's like, we prove them right every time. It's like they sit back and laugh at us when the King Vons die, and when you see the Mo3s die, and the FBG Ducks and the shootings. The white people sit back and they licking their chops at us.
We don't tote guns for any other purpose in the hood, in the black community. We don't tote guns for no other purpose than to kill another black person. That gun isn't to protect our mothers. We're not packing no gun to protect our communities. We're not packing those guns with all those rounds of bullets in it, anticipating someone impeding into our community like we did when Kamala Harris bus came and all the black people went. We're not doing that to protect the sanctity of our communities. Every nigga in the community, in the hood, toting a gun, his bullet is for another nigga. When he loading a gun, he thinking about killing another nigga. When he put it in his pants pocket, he hollering about this is for a nigga. He never think to pull that trigger and the target is going to be a white face. No nigga, he don't even dream of that. It's a nightmare. If a nigga dream of killing the white man, he wake up in a nightmare and say, ooh, thank you, Lord, I thought I killed the white man. But he'll fantasize and dream about killing a nigga all day long.
Do you support Black Lives Matter?
No, I do not support Black Lives Matter. I ain't fought in one bitch, let alone 3 gay bitches nowhere. And that ain't to disrespect the gay culture. I just think the man is supposed to lead. And Black Lives Matter, they don't fight a nigga with them child support arrears that's getting mistreated by the child support system. They ain't showing up in the courthouses Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 when a nigga going to court with the injustices of the court system. They wait to a ragged ass nigga like George Floyd, Mike Brown, Trayvon Martin, little disrespect for ass. They wait till people like that get killed, right? And then they come out and say, oh man, you ain't never seen the police kill a nigga with a pair of work boots on, have you? Police ain't never shot a nigga with his degree cap on, with his cap and gown. Police don't shoot niggas with their shirt tails tucked in, with them hard bottom shoes with a bow tie on. So the narrative is always they get behind a certain particular black man that they can push this divided. They conquer and divide is the method of Black Lives Matter, and they do a good job exploiting the black community.